What's up, everyone? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, The Hot Commodity ENC, and I'm joined by my own personal hot commodity,
That's me.
Smoking Ant B, and we're saying goodbye to 2025, going back to the year 2001 as we go to the Attitude Year Season 4. You can check out Seasons 1 through 3.
We're going back to the WWF.
Going back to the World Wrestling Federation. And today we're covering WWF Smackdown from March 15th, 2001, live in Anaheim, California. That's not too far away from Disneyland, so maybe some of the wrestlers took a little hit up there. Our first match of the night, we have WWF European Champion Test defending against Eddie Guerrero with Perry Saturn and Terry in his corner. We find out that Commissioner Regal has made this match in an effort to try to get the title off of Test, as Test beat Eddie for the championship. Chris Jericho comes out during the match as Perry Saturn tries to get involved. Jericho drops Eddie Guerrero across the ropes, allowing Test to land a big boot, and Test retains the European Championship. But we see Commissioner Regal backstage, and he is very pissed about this, and he decides to book Chris Jericho against the Dudley Boyz in a handicap tables match later on tonight. What do you think of Jericho spoiling this for Commissioner Regal? Regal's not playing with him, though, but Jericho doesn't like him.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting because, I want to see if Regal's going to retain being an active wrestler while he's commissioner, which I would assume he will somewhat wrestle. So maybe we'll get a rivalry between them, and I think that he's going to make Jericho's life hell, probably. So might not have been too smart.
Undertaker is backstage on his motorcycle, and he tells Kane that he's waiting for Triple H and he's going to handle things alone tonight. And Kane's like getting a few punches from me, and Taker's like, I will. We then move on to Jim Ross's interview with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And this was played a lot leading up to WrestleMania, so I remember this interview. Austin says that he won the Royal Rumble and earned his shot at WrestleMania. He can either beat The Rock or get his ass kicked. This WrestleMania is in his backyard. It's in Houston, Texas. The journey is over and I'm back. Vince McMahon can't deal with me one-on-one, so he makes Deborah The Rock's manager. He claims that he stunned The Rock on Raw because he told The Rock that if he put Deborah in jeopardy, he was going to whoop his ass. That's Austin's wife. Austin then says that his match with Kurt Angle will be an ass whooping. Angle is going to be on the end of the brutality tonight. Me and The Rock are not buddies. I suggest Rock park his little carcass backstage and watch the match. Austin says these boots were made for stomping, and that's what they'll do at WrestleMania. So strong words there from Austin. He doesn't hate The Rock, but he definitely doesn't like him. He's upset about Vince making Deborah The Rock's manager. We're seeing Austin kind of spiral a little bit here.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he's pissed.
For sure.
Normally we hear from a pissed Austin, but this is a bit more personal, too.
Yeah, we've never seen him really care about anybody, and it's got somebody that he cares about is getting fucked with. So
yeah, so Austin's pissed. We then get a 6-man tag match: Billy Gunn, the Hardy Boys against Albert, Just Incredible, and X-Pac. And this match gets thrown out. It's a double disqualification. All of the men just go at it in the ring. After the ref tosses the match out, Albert military press slams Jeff Hardy to the floor. So we're seeing X-Pac's group have a show of dominance. But what'd you think?
I don't like this whole Just Incredible X-Pac fact at all. I think they're like a bunch of crackhead losers. I was surprised because they did win the match.
No, they didn't. It was a double disqualification. The ref threw it out.
Okay. But I just I feel like they're like filler. Like I don't know.
Poor Billy Gunn being grouped into this.
Yeah.
We did get to see Lita pull Just Incredible's balls into the ring to the turnbuckle post, and that's for all the people that he screwed over the past couple of years, cheating people out of money.
Yeah.
Triple H and Stephanie McMahon Helmsley arrive in a limo.
And he's still at it.
He still is. The Game and his wife, Stephanie, they arrive in a limo backstage. But Triple H sees Undertaker approach, so he hides in the limo. So Taker takes his lead pipe and breaks the windows. And then Triple H ends up getting out, but then the police arrive and they arrest the Undertaker. And as he's handcuffed, Triple H punches the Undertaker. And then we find out backstage that Commissioner Regal was the one to call the police because he confronted Taker earlier on, asking him to go backstage, and Taker threatened him that he would beat his ass. So Commissioner Regal definitely working the McMahon family here, but Undertaker's gotten arrested again now.
I'll tell you, when I was little, when they would bring the cops into it, that was like kind of something that ruined kayfabe for me when I was little, because I was like, if somebody could get arrested for doing that, then why isn't everyone arrested?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they kind of ruined it. But I don't like how Triple H was a pussy and had the cops get involved, and it's just like, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for why Commissioner Regal has I get he threatened him, but most cops won't arrest someone for a threat. You have to actually do something.
Yeah.
We then get a backstage interview with Shane McMahon from Stamford, Connecticut. Shane says that he was focusing on the business. He wanted to emulate his grandfather and his dad. He's not proud of what his dad has done. He's embarrassed to share the last name McMahon with his dad. He then questions Jonathan Coachman, what type of father can ask for a divorce in Madison Square Garden? What type of father can cause a mother to get a panic attack and put her in a home? What type of father would have an affair with a woman the same age as his daughter? What type of man is that? Shane says, I should have done something sooner. I stand up for what I believe in. I looked at my dad. Before I knew it, I unleashed the fury of violence over him. It made me sick that I struck him down, but I also took pleasure in it. I don't care what the ramifications my dad has for me. The relationship with my dad is now over. Strong words there from Shane, saying he doesn't want to share the last name as his dad. His relationship with his father is over. He hates him. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this is going to lead to a WrestleMania match between them. Mm-hmm. And I normally wouldn't think that, but where WrestleMania is around the corner and Shane's coming back, I know him and Vince have some fights throughout the year, so I'm thinking this is probably going to lead to that. If it was just like a regular pay-per-view, I wouldn't think so, but I could see something like this being a big draw for WrestleMania.
It's funny though, because it's like Shane has beaten up Vince before, and he has never been like, "Oh, I feel so disgusted with myself for doing it." Whereas now he's like, "I feel bad for doing it, but I also took pleasure in it."
Yeah.
We then get the Handicap Tables Match. The WWF Tag Team Champions, the Dudley Boyz, they defeat Chris Jericho after landing a 3D to Jericho through a table, and clearly Commissioner Regal is happy about this. Basic match. What do you think?
Yeah, it was just like punishment for Jericho. You knew Jericho didn't stand a chance against the Dudleys. So.
We then see Kurt Angle talking backstage, and he says that the match with Stone Cold Steve Austin will be no disqualification, and if Austin can't make it to WrestleMania, that main event match will go to Kurt Angle, which, gives you more of a reason for Angle to want to win this. Kane then confronts Commissioner William Regal backstage, and he wants a match with Triple H, and Regal's all scared, so he grants that match for Kane. We then see Grandmaster Sexay teaming up with Steve Blackman to defeat the Right to Censor after Steven Richards gets involved, but then Taz leaves the commentary booth and puts a Taz mission on Steven Richards, allowing Blackman to roll up the Good Father, and Steve Blackman and Grandmaster Sexay get the win with some help from Taz, and after the match, Blackman and Sexay dance.
This was one of my attitude moments of the night, was seeing Steve Blackman dance.
Yeah, you're a big Steve Blackman fan.
I like Steve Blackman.
I think he's done soon. I'm surprised that he was even in this. But I'm a Blackman fan too. But they only just put it he's only was involved in this because Sky Trotty was hurt. They haven't done anything.
Yeah.
All right. Next we see Triple H with Stephanie.
But they always kind of put him with somebody that's because he's very stern. They always try to put him with idiots.
Yeah,
to make
he's
him,
very serious and Al Snow.
Yeah, it's funny.
Triple H with Stephanie McMahon Helmsley taking on Kane up next. And during this match, the WWF Hardcore Champion, The Big Show, comes out and he gets on the apron. Kane chokeslams Triple H, but then Big Show pulls Kane out to the floor, hits the final cut, and then Triple H lands a pedigree. So after the match, Kane grabs Big Show, but Triple H low blows the Big Red Machine, allowing Big Show to chokeslam Kane. So Big Show has some issues here with Kane, man.
I feel like Big Show, if Raw starts at 8, I feel like at 7 o'clock he sits down and goes, what's the shittiest thing I can do?
Yeah, he doesn't do shit.
It's like he does all these random things and helps people that like he has no tie to just to be healing.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
Well, and it doesn't make sense because he was fighting Raven. He was a good guy. And then he becomes champion. Now he's going after Kane. And he's helping Triple H win. He's attacking, he didn't attack The Undertaker. He's been going after Kane. So maybe we'll see a rivalry with these two. We then get our main event, the no disqualification match, Kurt Angle versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. These two go at it. We see Austin attack Kurt Angle's leg with steel chair shots. And then and then Angle hits Austin with the ring bell. WWF Champion The Rock comes out and he tosses Kurt Angle back into the ring, and then he joins commentary. We see Austin slam Kurt Angle into the desk, and then he gets in The Rock's face. Angle hits both The Rock and Stone Cold with a steel chair. Angle lands a moonsault, but Austin kicks out. And then Angle pushes Austin into The Rock, kicking Rock off the apron. Angle applies an ankle lock to Austin, but then Rock attacks Angle, lands a rock bottom to Angle, and then he turns around. Well, Rock was actually going to hit Austin with a rock bottom, but then he hit Angle with it. And then Angle turns around to get a Stone Cold Stunner and to The Rock, and then he pins Kurt Angle. Stone Cold gets the win, but again, Austin strikes The Rock with a stunner. So it's definite Austin versus Rock at WrestleMania. But again, Austin has the upper hand. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I never thought that Kurt Angle was gonna, win it, but and take the main event of WrestleMania away from Austin and The Rock. But yeah, I think Angle will still have a good fight at WrestleMania, and I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with him. We know Austin and Rock are together. We pretty much know we're gonna see Undertaker and Triple H. So I am kind of curious where Kurt Angle's going to fall. So,
well, we've got 2 more weeks to go. And
I don't know. I'm now that I'm thinking about it, and all these people. Not that this is a top person, but I'm almost wondering if maybe Big Show and Kurt Angle, or Kane and Kurt Angle. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, with that, we've covered all of.
We got Jericho too. He doesn't have a match, so.
We've covered all of SmackDown. Like I said, we've got 2 more weeks of Raw and SmackDown to cover. That means 4 episodes each. Well, not each. We've got 4 more episodes to go.
Yeah.
And then we hit WrestleMania 17. We'll be giving you our coverage of March of 2001 with that. We also cover...
Will this be the last WWF WrestleMania?
No. The next year is. Because they changed their name in May of 2002.
Okay. So right after WrestleMania.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, next year's WrestleMania is March.
Okay.
They move around a lot.
They don't get the F out until May.
You're right. Well, we're going to get the F out, but before we do, make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. We've got all kinds of WWE content coming your way. And until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.